Okay, well, just show you how far we've got on this build. It's quite quick actually. Well, second time round it's quicker. Right, so we've got one end wall. Okay, that's 2mm thick card. It's got internal and external papers on it. We've got the chimney, that's the side wall, so we have the chimney breast and the chimney going up, and on the outside we've also got the chimney and the spare bit of paper which we left undone after we glued these two 2mm thick card together. We then wrapped the piece of cover paper around the chimney. Okay, so that's that finished. We've already said we've got the window side sandwich, yeah, and we've got the door side sandwich with the green door we've picked this time. The green door. I probably picked the green door last time. I can't remember. I quite like green. Right, this is the a sheet of guttering, okay, which we've glued and folded around the piece of 1mm card as per instructions. You can probably see on the end a little kind of cross hatching. We've yet to actually cut this cross hatching out. We do that after we've actually glued it to the piece of 1mm card. Okay, that is cut out beforehand, but not the cross hatching bit, so that's the job next to do. We've got the chimney, little chimney thing, pot base, which will go on top of the chimney. We've got the roof that will be stuck on, and then or do we? No, I think I might stick the tiles on before I actually put it on the building. Okay, might be easier. So we'll do that. Stick the tiles up. We've got one little piece of black card with nothing on the other side as yet. That's the name thing that goes on top of the building. We've got that to do. So the next job is to actually stick this thing together, glue it together, so that it's a square box. Okay. There's only one thing to look out for: which side which things go, isn't there? And if you can remember the end with the downpipe, okay. On the brick paper side, there's two black lines, okay, 1, 2, and on the side wall with the window, okay, there are 1, 2 black lines. So they will actually fit and glue like that. Okay. Square, of course. Like that. And equal and opposite on the other side with the chimney. Okay. That fits like that. So just make absolutely certain you've got those the right way around when you glue it up, okay? Now I use the lines on my cutting board here to ensure that the thing is square, and I use a square to ensure the thing's side walls are vertical. So I'll come back to you when we've stuck that all up, okay? Right, what I've done so far, I've glued the whole thing up, of course, yeah, okay. Made sure it was square, made sure the sides are vertical, made sure that the downpipe here had these little black lines which are on the side and the end elevations. Okay, so just make sure you put them around the right way. I think I said that before. The next thing is the roof and guttering. Okay, that's a piece of 1mm with a folded out, and then these cutouts here. Okay, that which are where you can see them a bit better there. Okay, that and that are done after you've folded the edges over. Okay, so there's a side with lines on it and a side with nothing on it apart from a bit of writing. Okay, so the lines are actually the ceiling of the building. Okay, so just make absolutely certain, don't force it, that it fits. Okay, so those black bits there are the guttering. Okay, and you can see that the guttering fits quite nicely, and that now has to be glued on, which I'll do. And the next stage is the roof, which I've cut out. I've scored along the centre, okay, with the knife, and I've bent. Okay, just give it a bit of bendy. Right. The next step is to put the tiles on. All right. Tiles come on a sheet when you print off, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 rows of tiles, of which these are 6 which I've not cut off yet. Okay, so you don't cut them off until you want to use them. And the 6 which I have cut off, I've put here. Here you can't see them, can you? Let me just zoom and zoom in. There they go. Okay, that's the rows of tiles. Now I've kept them. I've cut them all off to length, not the length of the building. Okay, just cut them off to the length that they were on the piece of paper. I think they are longer than they actually need to be, so we'll cut off the end after we've glued them onto the card roof. Okay. So what we want to do is to make sure that when we cut them off the sheet of paper, which is printed like that, when we cut these off, we keep them in the order that they were on the paper. Okay, keep them in the order, and also the end, all the left-hand ends, keep all the left-hand ends together. Okay, the reason for this is that generally speaking, the tiles are staggered, okay, on the sheet when you look at it, and it makes more sense just to keep them staggered, obviously, because that's how tiles go. And also there's sometimes some kind of greeny grot which has been printed on the tiles, and it starts from the top and goes down to the bottom, so you want to keep that in line as if it's some kind of watermark coming down the, you know, kind of grot mark coming down the roof. So what we'll actually do is we'll glue these on with the this stuff here. Okay, so I'll put a row of glue, beady glue, along the first. You'll see that there's blue lines on it. Okay, so once I manage to get the glue out of the gluing, here it comes. Okay, right, I'll put it on the blue line, and we'll do 2 rows of tiles at a time. Okay, I'll just show you how to do the first 2 rows. I'll spread the glue with my finger. Okay, clean it off. Right, can you see that? Let me just get around to it. But this is not as easy as it looks, is it? There you go. I'll move this around. That beats it, doesn't it? Eh? Okay. You've got to move it left to move it right. It's all back to front now. Right, here's a row of tiles. Okay, before the glue goes. Right, turn it round. Stick it on the blue line. Up to the blue line. Like that. Okay. So that's that. Next, This one slightly overlaps. You want to start in exactly the same place as the first one. And push it down. Glue it like that. Okay, that's the first, second. I'll just do the third and fourth just in case you didn't catch it. Okay, so another bead of glue along the blue line, which gives you, once you've wiped it, 2 rows of glue. Okay, start from the same end as you always have, in line, on the blue line. Oop, just make sure it overlaps the tiles below. Okay, and the next one. Okay, there you go. Right, carry on doing that. 2 more on there, and then we'll start on the other side. Okay, carry on doing that until you've got this full. Don't cut the tiles to fit around this hole. Just tile the whole length of it. Okay, and then when it's dried, we'll turn it over and we'll cut the hole. That's where the chimney goes. Okay, we'll cut that out afterwards. See you in a tick. Right, as if by amazing magic, it's done. It's finished. There we go. That's D. Evans and Co. Coal Merchants. Okay, we're happy with that. I'm happy with that. That's a little entrance thing there. Nice green door. Okay, we've put the roof on. We've glued that down. We've put the barge boards on, which are these bits of there and that. Okay. A little bit of weathering with a little bit of paint at the ends just to cover up the white side of the paper if necessary. Okay. Chimney pot, chimney. Not exactly the best chimney in the world, is it? But it's a chimney. You used to see the one I've got in my house, I tell you. I'm happy with that. That was a freebie. I'll finish off that now. Okay, that'll go. That'll have a little bit of weathering on it. Okay, and we'll put it upstairs onto the track. My thoughts are with something else at the moment, and we are looking at the arches. Okay, not the rum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, not the arches, the arches. Okay, under the arches. So I'm just starting off doing that. The reason why I'm doing that is so I can fit them on, see how they fit onto the back of the main station, which I'm doing, because one it'll go along the back of the main station. All right, I just want to see how it's going to fit before I actually put the main station upstairs onto the track. Okay, I think you've got to be sort of look one step ahead all the time of what you're doing. So I'm not going to build the high street just yet. I want to do a bit more on the track itself. Okay, I've still got to finish the wiring and a little bit more loads more landscaping, isn't it? And putting the ballast down and all those uninteresting things I keep putting off because yeah, I find other things a little bit more interesting. Alright, so anyway, these arch things seem to be fairly easy to make, dead cheap to download, and in one download you get enough for sort of 4 arches, so like that, yeah. So that's not bad, is it? What's that? Let me just get the measuring stick out. That's 12 and 7, 19 inches of 4 arches. That's quite nice. You can actually buy, should you wish, to put get these sort of like businesses underneath the arches things you can stick on. It doesn't come with this kit, but it comes with another one. Anyway, I'm going to finish now because you want to, or I'll get back onto the station, which I keep forgetting you haven't seen finished yet, have you? But I have. I know what it's going to look like in the end. Alright, so love you and leave you. And look after yourselves. And it's about time I had a shave, actually. See you next time.